Hello everyone, welcome back to Stitch and Carry Creations. In this video, I will show you how to draft the pattern for this mini handbag step by step with the correct measurement. If you have watched part 1 and part 2, this will help you understand how the bag was created from the beginning. Let's get started. And these are the materials I will be needing to make the pattern drafting. I have the scissors, the ruler, the pen, and lastly the tape rule. And this is the chipboard I will be using for the pattern drafting. We use it in padding when it comes to bag making also. So for you to easily get this chipboard, you can get it at bookshop at lower price. So the height of the bag, which is the back panel, is 6 inches. So from the line of the 6 inches, I will measure another 1.7 inches for the upper base. So that is for the upper base. I'll move to the flap. So for the measurement of the flap, I will measure starting from the line of 1.7 inches. I'll measure another 3 inches. For the wideness of the bag, the measurement I'm working with is 9.5 inches, you can see. Now I'll be trimming out the essence that remain at the top of the flap. So I'll be slanting the bag by 0.7 inches. I'll come to the top of the back panel. I'll measure 0.7 inches for both sides. Then I'll take the ruler, I'll place it at the point of the 0.7 inches and rule it down. Make sure you follow the way I'm doing it for better understanding. I hope you can see the way it looks like. Now I'll be using the scissors to cut it out. And that is how it looks like after slanting the bag to give it this beautiful shape. Now I'll come to the upper base and also measure 0.7 inches on both sides. And this is how it looks like. I will use the scissors to also cut it out this way. And that is how to also give a shape to the base of the bag so that it will rhyme with the back panel. Now I will be cutting out the front panel by using the back panel. So make sure you always rule a line out for the placement of the back panel. Because if you look at the back panel, the 6 inches line I rule out has to connect with the line on the one I said earlier. So I'll place the back panel on it so to make sure they both line rhyme with each other. Then I'll start the tracing from that line and stop it at this line also. Now I'll be trimming the line out. And that is how to use the back panel to cut out the back panel. Now I will join both together to check whether it's rhyme with each other so that I can trim out any essence. Now I will use the front panel to shape the flap of the bag. So I'll place it on it this way, make sure both sides rhyme with each other, then I will rule it out. Then I will use the scissors to trim it out. And that is how to shape the flap of the bag using the front panel. Now I'll be bringing the shape out to see how beautiful the bag is. See the way the bag is, even if I haven't joined the gusset and the bottom gusset to it. So beautiful and very neat, and I'm very happy to see the way the outcome is. Now I'll be working on the side gussets. So for the measurement of the gusset, the wideness is 4 inches while the height is 6 inches. Because the height of the bag is 6 inches, that is usually why I'm using 6 inches for the height. Now I'll be slanting the two sides of the gusset so that it will go in line with the design of the bag by 0.6 inches. This side is 0.6, the other side is 0.6. Now I'll place the ruler on the line of the 0.6 to slant it down this way. Now I'm going to trim it out. And this is how it looks like after slanting it. You can see the way it's very beautiful. So now I'll be shaping the bottom of the gusset. I'll come to the side there, I'll measure is 0.5 inches. Then I'll come to the bottom, I'll measure is 0.5 inches also. Then I would connect the line together to form a box shape. I'll repeat the same process to the other side. Then I will route the line this way to connect both together. And this is the way it looks like after measuring and connecting the line together. Now I will use the scissors to bring the shape out this way. After that, I'll fold this inside so that it will be easy for me when trimming it out. And that is how to make the side gusset for the bag. I will use this to cut out the second side gusset. So this is the two side gussets. Now we'll move to the bottom base. To get the height of the bottom base, I will take one out of the gusset, I will place it on the back panel this way and make sure it rhyme with each other first. Then I will rule it out this way so that I'll be able to remove the 0.5 inches from the bottom of the back panel. And I will take the second one, repeat the same process. Now I will now measure from the first is 0.5 to the second is 0.5 to know the exact measurements that remain. And the measurement that remain is 8.3 inches. So 8.3 inches is what I will cut out for the height of the bottom base by 4 inches wide. So this is the bottom base. I've cut it out. So now I'm almost done with the pattern drafting. I've cut out the back panel together with the upper base and the flap, the front of the bag, the bottom base, and the two side gussets. Now I'll be joining one out of the side gusset to the bottom base. Make sure it rhymes together this way. I'll be stitching it under the machine because if I use gum, it may later remove. So this is the way it look like. I'll repeat the same process to the second gusset. And this is how it look like after joining the two gussets to it. So I've add gum around the edges of the back panel and the front panel. Now that it has dried up, I will join the gusset to the front panel first.
Going this way. Make sure it's done together. Classic. So we just have to bend this. Classic about bending. So all night here. I'll do the same right here. I'm going to stick this. I'm going to give it back. So bone kind of very big bus. So you can see. So that's the pattern drafted. So and let's done the second
So you can see the way it look like, very neat after joining the front panel to it. Now I will join the back panels.
Be careful and convenient. So this is the really easy way to burn, or you want to make your pattern drafting. So right here, I'll come to the second side here. You can see I'm doing everything. The top, the drawing parts. Ouch. So it's I'm not going to the bag. So you can see that the shape of bag I have already.
So this is how to draft out the pattern for the luxury mini handbag from the beginning to the end. You can see how neat and beautiful the outcome is. If you really learned something from this video and you enjoy watching it, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and give your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have not watched parts 1 and 2, make sure to go and watch it to learn on how to make the bag from the beginning to the end.